But you mentioned about people getting uh, unbalanced with this, and I use this analogy. It's called the railroad track analogy. You got a railroad, you got a train. It rides on a track. There's two rails, right? And if you're trying to get from point A to point B, you need both rails all at the same time, right? And so if you and I are going to have a healthy walk with Jesus Christ, we need the both rails at the same time in our daily walk as we go from point A to point B. And that is the imminency of the rapture is one rail. The other one is, but yet it might still be a few years off. But like you said, 5 years off, maybe it's 10 years. I don't know. And it's not an either or. And the reason why it's not an either or, because if you put yourself in an either or scenario, you're going to derail. If one of those tracks on a train comes off at anywhere along the line, the train's going to crash. And many Christians crash and burn because they get unbalanced. And what they do is they either think only of just the rapture and the imminency, which is true, but they don't balance it out with the other rail, and they shirk their responsibilities, right? And they run into trouble. Or they forget about the imminency of the rapture, and then they act like this is the only world that we're living for, right? Both are an imbalance. You need both tracks, both at the same time, if you're going to be balanced as a Christian. I live every day knowing this could be the day that he comes and take me, and I'm excited about that. And I want to be faithful and finish strong by his grace, by his spirit. Yet at the same time, I also live equally, just as energetically, that I have to do what he's called me to today, because it still may be a while. And what does he call me to do today? He tells me three things as a Christian, and this will keep you busy every day. I need to be the salt. I need to be the light. I need to be the restraining influence. And so that means I need to engage the culture, reach the culture, impact the culture for Christ. And when I see evil, including the evil of Klaus and the gang, basically laying the foundation for the Antichrist, we're supposed to be on the front line as Christians. You don't go AWOL. So you need both at the same time. That's the proper balance.